This is Gigi and Chloe, the mother and daughter team. Welcome to Grace and Joy. We are broadcasting live from Sandpoint, Idaho, the beautiful small town nestled between the Monarch Mountains and Lake Pend Oreille. Our lake is 49 miles long. Our mountains are tall, high, and beautiful, and we don't have a lot of people here, and that's why we like it, but it's becoming a very popular playground and vacation spot for people from all around the world. So welcome to our little studio and our store in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And we are at our store, Grace and Joy Clothing Company. If you have been following my channel and our business, you probably know my mom, also known as Gigi. I am Chloe. I am Lily's sister. So my mom and Lily started our business, Grace and Joy Clothing Company, and then I hopped on the bandwagon.
She moved here from Savannah, Georgia, and joined us. She's been a huge help. She helps us with our social media, the YouTube channel, which is now our favorite thing to do because we love to connect to our customers. So thank you, you beautiful YouTube people out there, for supporting our business. It means so much to us. Whenever we get online order, we go, oh, we never get tired. Well, we've been in business for 10 years, so it's not new. But we mainly have brick and mortar stores, and that was our concentration, and it still is. But we need to sell online because that's the wave of the future, of course. And we have a very big building here in Sandpoint, Idaho, and we have lots of space for inventory storage and shipping. So our concentration for the two of us is our online business and our YouTube, and we really enjoy connecting with you all.
And we're not your typical store where we just buy and sell other brands. We actually have our own brand that we produce called Grace and Joy Clothing Company, which is also the name of our business. And when my mom and Lily started our business 10 years ago, they were on a mission trip working with the blind in Vietnam. And they were so inspired by all the fabrics and treasures that they found on their journey. They started designing our own brand of clothes. So we are a very different store.
We do mostly spring and summer of our own brand because those are the fabrics that are most readily available in Vietnam, Thailand, and Bali. And then because we don't make sweaters and fur and all that, we have to have warm stuff up here because Sandpoint, Idaho is very, very, very cold in the winter. So that's what we do. So we do have our own brand, and we have some winter things that we make, but mainly we make spring, summer, and fall clothes. But we have lots of beautiful brands. We have sweaters from Serbia. Miss Francie, my friend in Colombia, received a beautiful Serbian sweater.
She's watching.
Hi, Francie.
Hi.
And my friend Rebecca, who ordered last week. I think her order is coming out or shipped. We have a little logistical problem that we don't want to tell you about really quick. It's not a problem, but we have two stores, and we get inventory for both stores, and then we have backup inventory. So we have to combine the Coeur d'Alene store and the Sandpoint store when we ship, and we have to go down and pick that order up. And we had a little.
And I picked up I'll admit I picked up the wrong thing. Product.
So it'll go out tomorrow, and we ship pretty fast. And if you're ordering from overseas, like my good customer Sylvia, hi Sylvia, we do refund a good portion of that international shipping fee back to you. We don't have any control over what our Shopify store does. It charges a certain fee for international. We think it's very high. So we take it to the U.S. Postal Service and cut it in half. We sometimes pay for half of your shipping too. So if you have a big high fee, don't worry about it. Just message me, but I'll see it wherever it is, and I'll refund part of that back. I do that for Justina in England, my dear friend who loves to buy our clothing in England. I refund her half of her shipping fee back. So if it says 50, you're only going to pay 20. And I'll make sure I refund that back to you, or 25 or less, something like that. I don't know exactly, but you don't pay that whole fee. And that's the only thing we can do at the moment. Mm-hmm. So we have something
prop.
Oh, my prop. Hold on. I want to show you something funny. Okay.
We have a prop today.
I'm going to get it. So as you know, we've had bat problems at my house. And I've been home for about a month by myself. My husband's been traveling. And I've dealt pretty well with the bat. I'm scared to death of them. You know, I whopped one with a book, the JFK book, and I got it. I couldn't believe it. So we had another one, and our fan or YouTube customer, whatever we want to call it, from Ohio, she sent me a message, and she said, if you have one or two, you have more. Well, sure enough, we had another one. But my husband
We've
was
had
home.
3 or 4.
3 or 4, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the past 2 weeks. So my husband was home, and I was like, okay, I am done dealing with this bat. He can deal with it. So we found this tool. We just got it today, so we haven't used it yet. But the funny story is,
what is this meant for?
Catching animals and birds and rabbits and stuff like
fishing?
that. No, it's not for fishing. It's just a net. But we have tall ceilings. We have to catch it with something. I'm hoping
this is a serious net.
I'm hoping we catch the bat tonight. Because, you can't sleep if a bat's flying around and coming into your head. I'm scared. But anyway, my husband.
Do they make a horrible sound? Sorry, keep it on. Do they make a squeaking sound?
No. My husband finally got home from a big trip, and I told him, now you're in charge of this bat, not me. And he was tired. And we were sitting in the living room, and we're just waiting for it to start flying, because they usually start to fly after 8 o'clock. And he goes, I'm going to go get my pajamas on. I'm like, okay. And I'm still sitting in there. And he doesn't come back out. And I said, George, where are you? Oh, he went to bed. He just got up, went to bed. He didn't want to catch the bat. So I didn't catch it either, but I'm like, okay. And then I'm known to be a bit of a warrior. Am I?
You are.
We had a coyote in our backyard, and my husband was home, but he was doing something. And I just went out, and I was going to chase it with that stick. Get out, coyote. And my husband was like, come back in. Don't go out in the yard. There's a coyote. But I don't think I wasn't afraid. I was just trying to make it run off. I didn't want to hit it.
You could get like rabies or something.
Well, I didn't get too close to it, but it was right outside of our back door, about 20 feet. But I was just going to chase it with a stick, And I don't want to kill the bat, but if they're in my house, I'm sorry, it's going to go. I've got to get rid of it. Anyway, today we have an interesting talk.
So we'll put our prop away.
Yeah, we'll put our bat catching. We don't know. Maybe it'll work. Tell us what you think. Do you think this will work? We hope it will. But we have a bat company coming in a couple of days. But just in case it flies out at us, we are ready. We are ready. And it's not going to win. So we like to talk a little bit about a current event, and then I'll talk about my outfit. And it all ties in. I was reading a newspaper article about this mother and daughter, and they're on their way to Greece. And they were in a major airline. It's actually the airline I always fly with. And they had a drunk male passenger sitting next to them. I think it was the man, the daughter, and then the mother. So the man was on the aisle. That's what I think. And the airline served him like 11 vodka cocktails or something and wine. He got sick, went to the bathroom, and then they served him more. And he got belligerent. He got obnoxious. And he started basically harassing the young daughter. I think she was a teenager, 16 or 17, and the mother. And the airline stewardesses didn't do one thing. They told them, and they just said, well, just be patient. Yeah, patient for 9 hours sitting next to somebody like that. And it was a real scene. I think they're suing the airline for something.
Yeah, they definitely should, because that's a safety issue.
Well, so I was like, I fly a lot. I think on an average year, I fly 30 flights a year. A lot. So I consider each flight a flight, not like just a flight. So I fly a lot, and I've had a few incidences on airplanes, which I don't really talk about yet.
We've seen a lot on airplanes.
Yes, we have. And I don't know some of the instances I've had on an airplane, I've just kind of ignored and dealt with it because it wasn't as bad as this person. But I thought to myself, if that happened to me, and I was with my teenage daughter, the man put his hand up her shirt, he put his hand on the woman's leg, and very inappropriately, he was kicking the seat, he got angry, he was belligerent, he was yelling, and it was evidently a really bad scene. And finally, a man offered to sit where the teenager was sitting, and he sat in between the man and the woman to kind of like protect them. But the stewardesses didn't do anything. Now, I think stewardesses have a very hard job. I wouldn't want that job for anything. I think it's difficult to be in a tube in the air with 350 people, and you've got to keep them under control. But there comes a point where you need to do something. And I want to ask what you all would do if you're with your daughter. I know what I would have done. I would have stood up. I would have moved my daughter to as far away from him as I could, and I would not have sat down. I would not have sat down until they helped me. I would whisper, because sometimes a soft voice is way more effective than a screaming and yelling, and I just would refuse to sit. And I'd say, okay, stewardess, you sit there, and I'll sit in your jump seat. because my daughter and I are not going to be assaulted on this airplane.
No,
It's
I would scream and
unconscionable.
yell because there is power in numbers. And I would turn that whole plane against that man. And I would go to the ends of the earth to protect my daughter or son, because those things can happen to boys too. And like the title says, I would just have to go to jail afterwards because he would be a dead guy.
Well, I definitely would not have just sat there.
However, when you were on an airplane, I will remember this. If you ever cause a scene on an airplane, it's not an issue of the local police force.
No,
it's an issue of Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're dealing with like a whole nother level of law enforcement that you probably don't want to deal with. But I will still go by what I said, and that guy would have another thing coming.
Well, I think you have to make a decision in a situation like that. And for me, I would stand up in the aisle. I would not have sat back down. I would have said, all right, then I'll just stand here the whole time. I'm not going to sit there. You have to stand up sometimes. And I think when somebody, and he was very obnoxious, evidently, he kicked the passenger seat in front of him to the point the seats were shaking. And he was really, he was served 11 vodka drinks and red wine. That's a lot of drinking on a plane.
Even if the flight, let's just say, was 12 hours long, that's a lot. That's 12 shots of vodka in 12 hours. That's still a lot of alcohol, especially when you're not served that much food and you're not like moving around burning calories where you can consume. Not that I'm an expert in alcohol consumption because I was a bartender for a very long time. And you have to it can be hard to tell the difference between someone who is heavily drinking and completely intoxicated, because there are people who can really handle their alcohol. Well, also, you don't know what a person has consumed prior to getting on the plane, whether it's like prescription pills, which is very common when you're flying. That could make you into even more danger.
Well, this guy was evidently very belligerent and very, very, very drunk. I personally never drink on an airplane. Never, because you're already dehydrated from flying, and it doesn't suit me.
And they don't serve good drinks.
No.
Like they're just like basic mixers. They're not good drinks unless you're flying in the first class, and they're giving you like really great high quality. But this was like just comfort plus.
I don't know what it was, but I'm curious. So y'all can send us your comments on what you would do if you were with your daughter or son and they were young and a man was acting that way, because the little girl was crying. She was hiding her head in her mother's lap. She was holding onto her mother. And it was a very, very, and then when they landed in Greece, they just let him go. They didn't call authorities to talk. They didn't do one thing. He was just gone. Makes me wonder if he was like one of those diamond medallions like my husband. And if you're a diamond medallion, they treat you a little bit differently.
A little? They treat you really differently.
They do. If you have a lot of all that, they know it, and they actually go out of their way to take care of you.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, I'm not a diamond medallion at all, but it's when I travel with her.
Well, anyway, we just wanted to talk about that story because we thought it was interesting. And when you're captive on an airplane and an incident happens, we've had a lot of incidents on.
I have seen it all on airplanes.
Yeah, me too. I've had a fight not me, someone else I know had a fight going onto a plane because of someone else. But that was a scene, and they said that if that person didn't behave, they're going to call Homeland Security. But it wasn't their fault. It was actually someone we know. We won't say who it is.
But what? Also, not to go back, just to go back to that story, because that girl was a minor. If they had like gone through the process, that would have to make that guy like register as a sex offender.
Well, I think that's a bit over the top.
I don't think so at all. Drunken minds speak sober hearts. And especially you're 15, you're a child.
She was young. So that brings us to the topic of what is appropriate dress for airplane travel. And I want to do another show soon on travel. Let me see how to pack for traveling, because I travel a lot, but I really want to talk about what to wear on an airplane. I was at a flight a few weeks ago to California and Texas and all this, and I saw women my age, I'm 66, and I felt like their attire for an airplane was completely like not common sense. There was a woman about my age, had a very short mini skirt on, it was tennis clothes, tennis skirt, very short, bare legs, sleeveless, an open loop cut in the back. And I'm thinking, for me, if I'm going to be sitting in a dirty, nasty seat, and they clean them, but they're not that clean, for 3 hours, I don't want my skin touching the seat. Sorry, I don't. I don't like my legs touching a seat. I don't like my back touching the seat. I always wear full covered clothes. It doesn't have to be hot, but I want my legs and back and arms to be covered. I don't want to touch a dirty seat. So what we're going to talk about today is what is comfort and important on an airplane trip. And since we travel a lot, I think we kind of know. And the most important for me first is comfort. I have to have comfort. And then I like to look nice. So I'm wearing an outfit today that I think is kind of stylish and pretty, great for airplane clothes. And I'm going to stand up and show you the whole thing. It's a matching jacket and top. It's got beautiful embroidery. I have it layered, and I'll take this down here and show you the layer. It's got a little tank t-shirt. So if I got hot, I could take this off and be perfectly comfortable in this. I always layer on a plane because either you're too hot or sometimes way too cold. And so I have chosen this as one of my favorite airplane outfits. Normally I wear black, but this is in our store now. And I thought, oh, I would wear this for sure on an airplane.
A matching set is always really nice
Yeah.
to wear on an airplane. And then when you get to your destination, you can mix and match it with other items. But as far as airplane fashion, in some other countries, they dress really nice
Fancy.
on airplanes. And not to
Heels,
like throw
dressing.
Americans under the bus, because look, I love America. I'm not going anywhere else. But Americans can be very sloppy at the airport.
They often, I've seen people wearing
Just because
pajamas.
Americans are very casual.
Well, I've seen Asians wear pajamas too.
No, Asians dress really nice.
I have seen them wearing pajamas at the airport in Korea. Most certainly
When I flew 2 weeks ago, I saw a Asian woman in the most beautiful outfit, and then I was like, see, Byron, she has a really nice outfit on, and then her little daughter came up behind her in a matching dress. It was
they do dress very
cute. They even had matching purses.
Oh, that's
it was
cute.
really
Actually
cute.
A lot of I talk about the Asian culture because my daughter lives in Thailand, and I'm very familiar with the Asian culture, and they do often dress very nice when they travel. I couldn't dress as nice as that because my feet would hurt.
Yeah,
I can't wear a big high heel, no way. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to show you this outfit. After we talked about our airline disaster stories. Oh, let's see. I got to get better. Here, just stand. Okay, so this is the French. Okay, she's going to straighten me out. The French terry hoodie. It's got a hood, and it's French terry. It's red. It just came in a few days ago. I'm wearing a size small, and it's longer. It comes to like mid-hip length. It is on our website, the French terry hoodie, and it comes in the red that I have on. It also comes in this pretty green. So, but the green, I don't have a lot left. I do have smalls and mediums right now, and they're sold out. I can't get any more, but I might be able to get some soon. So I am wearing the full outfit, the French terry hoodie. See the beautiful embroidery? It's all embroidered on the arms. And then the back is plain. It's got a ribbed bottom with a zipper. And I'm wearing a nice tank. This is not a tank. It's a t-shirt. It's this. It's called Saline Tank Saline. It comes in black, cream, red, blue. This is a 3/4, and I have that under here. So I can take this jacket off if I want to, if I'm hot, and not wear it at all. So this is our brand. We make these tees. They do run tight. They're supposed to be tight because you wear them under things so you're not bulky. I'm wearing a medium in the Saline. I think it's a short sleeve top tank. I don't know what it is, but it's called Saline. And I have a medium on in that, but I have a small on in the jacket. And the jacket comes in red and green. And in the red, I have small, medium, large, and extra large available. I'm wearing the small with lots of room. I'm closer to a medium really than a small, but the small fits me beautifully. And I also have the red leggings on that you can see. And they're embroidered all the way down the side. This is all cotton spandex stretch. Very nice fabric, beautiful cotton, and it's embroidered on both sides. I love embroidery. So we have the stretch French terry legging and the French terry hoodie. And the hoodie comes in red. It's got burgundy red, and a mossy green. It's super pretty. I used to have it in black, but they're sold out. I can't get it right now in black. This brand is from Paparazzi. It's a brand that we carry a lot in our store. We really like it. We have made embroidered jackets on our own, but when I make them on my own, I have to make quite a few. And our volume doesn't, I don't need 300 or 400 of them. I only order like 36. So we do have these in stock. They're very pretty. The little hoodie, great for travel. A perfect travel. If you're hot, you can take the jacket off, which I'm going to do right now. Off goes the jacket. You see, I have this on. So this is the Saline I don't know if it's 3/4. I can't see. Saline short sleeve top. It's really nice. We make these, and they're not very expensive. I think it's $24. 42. It's $42, but it's a very, very nice product. And then I have the green, and I've matched the green with this peach colored piece. I'm trying to feel where the camera is. There. So this is the same as the red, and this is a peach colored t-shirt. It's under the Grace and Joy brand, and very, very pretty. This is a Supima cotton tee, and it comes with, matches beautifully with this moss green French terry legging and the French terry hoodie. So I would wear either one of these on a plane. Normally I wear black on a plane, but for something different, I would definitely wear this. And Chloe's got a pretty outfit on.
Okay, one more.
Okay, one more. Okay, I'm going to show you something else. So we have our own line of tees. So we did a whole video on our own t-shirt line, but we had technical difficulties. So we're going to do it again. And in fact, another couple weeks, we're going to have a big sale on some of these things. Not yet, though. This is our organic cotton tee. This is the V-neck tee, Grace and Joy Coral. This is an organic cotton. You can see it's got the little slub in it if you look really close. So this is an organic cotton, and this comes in coral. Very pretty. I love this color. It also comes in turquoise and white. I think lilac color too. But I was just showing the coral color with the with this. See how pretty that it is with that. So you can see that goes really nice together. And this is the Addie short sleeve tee under here. And this is the V-neck tee, Grace and Joy tee. The V-neck Grace and Joy tee. This one has been really popular because it's a very basic tee, but the fabric is really nice. It's an organic cotton.
And all of these pieces are linked in the description box below.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. So here's Chloe wearing regular clothes. She's got her baby bump there, but next.
So yeah,
I'm going to change.
Wait, can I have this one though? To mix it with, to like layer. You're on camera.
I know.
Oh, okay. I didn't want you to. So this is live. This isn't pre-recorded. This is just us being us. So I am wearing the Millie crinkle top, and I have it paired with the Surrey ankle pants. So these pants come with, they're just a really nice, very silky rayon fabric, really comfortable. I definitely prefer to wear all black when I travel because, in the last year, I've basically only traveled with bringing my 2-year-old, and when you're traveling with a child, spills and accidents can happen. So black just has a lot of coverage. So it's really nice to I think it also looks, black is just such a classy thing to wear on a plane. You can never go wrong with black. The only time maybe like I probably wouldn't wear black is if I was going to a super tropical location, because it might be hard to introduce those pieces into your actual like vacation outfit, because when you're traveling, it is so annoying to overpack. It just is. You got to pack very strategically. So this is the Millie crinkle top. And this is a great top to travel because it has a natural texture to it. So you don't have to worry about it getting wrinkled because it's already pre-wrinkled, and it's going to hold up really well. I just, even at my slimmest, I like to have my butt covered, especially if I'm wearing leggings. I just like, that's just my personal preference. So this top has a rounded bottom, rounded hem. So you just have a lot of more coverage. And then once you get to your destination, you could wear this with leggings, shorts. You could even tuck it in, which would be really nice. You could even do like a little tie. That would be fun. But just really easy to wear. It's so, I love the V-neck, is very flattering. And it is paired with these are the Surrey ankle pants. And these come in, it's really like hard to, these ankle pants come in a lot of different colors. They're a great travel pieces because the pattern is very wearable. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to adjust. It's just not in the right spot to show these pants. Just really flipping it away. Yeah, so you can see the pattern on here. You could easily pair this with so many different colors. When I travel, I am definitely a less is more girl, which in regular aspects of my life, I am not. But when I travel, I always bring multiple white t-shirts because you could never go wrong with the white t-shirt. So you could easily pair so many different things with these pants. And I just want to show you this sweater because the layering is key when you were traveling, because I can't tell you how many times you leave a cold destination or a warm destination and the AC or anywhere is just blasting. I hate to be cold. And I actually run pretty cold, so I just need to layer. How? That's cute. So layering is key when you travel. And this is the Playa knit sweater.
This just came in the other day. We sold a whole bunch out last week and we ordered more. This is red and we have black. Before we had turquoise, which we still have a few. That hot pink is sold out. Anyway, this is the red Playa knit sweater. Isn't this great? And I'm wearing these Lulu B blue pants. I gotta come up with the name. Can't see. We don't know.
This is like so,
really
but normally
weird.
we don't have this problem.
Anyway, here's my blue pants, and they are online. What's this?
It's like Lulu B Contemporary Capri.
Lulu B Contemporary Capri pant. They're our favorite pant. It's a stretch. It's not it's knit. It's not knit. It's a woven stretch. Very flattering. I'm wearing a size 4 in this. I'm closer to a 6. Oh, there we go. Look, see this pretty? I would wear this on a plane, but I would more likely travel with this. On the airplane, I like the soft cottony knits better, but this is fine for a plane. I wouldn't wear this on a 27-hour flight when I go to Thailand. No, I would not, because I like more of a soft fabric. It's almost as soft as a pajama like the other one that I had on, but this is great. And she's got the black sweater. I've got the red one on, and if you're hot, you can take it off. This is the same shirt I was showing you earlier. This is our t-shirt, the Grace and Joy Saline short sleeve top, very pretty, nice layering piece. I like to layer for either cold or warm, and then you can take something off, put it back on. So I love this for travel. I'm going next. We're both, Chloe and I are going on a trip next week.
I know.
We won't tell you where yet. We'll tell later. Then after that, I'm going on a trip with my daughter to Florida. So the other Marcy. Lily's too far away. I'll see her later this year, I hope. But Thailand is a very long way. But anyway, so this is the Playa knit sweater. It's in red and black now, and some other colors. We have 4 new colors. We have a olive that just came in, and
There's a lot of different colors. You know, there are certain pieces that you can wear all year round if you are creative with it, and this is definitely one.
Just layer a piece under it, a scarf, and you're good. It's definitely a summer kind of sweater because it's thin.
You could put a turtleneck over this.
But I would.
And in the winter,
I just ate some cake. I don't want to show off them. Anyway, this is one of our favorites. I love this plaid.
It has a nice weight to it as well.
And I was only showing you this because I wanted to show you how pretty it looks with the blue pants.
So it's even next week, we are going somewhere where it's hot, really hot.
110.
But when we're inside, it could be cold with the air conditioning.
Yeah, we hope it's not too cold or too hot, but it's going to be hot. We know for sure it will be hot.
We know.
So we'll be broadcasting from there next week. We'll
tell you
about that
too, and that'll be exciting.
And I'm going to show you this. I don't necessarily have to put it on. This has been really nice. This is a Paisley knit tunic is what you would call it. I'm not going to put it on, but it's really pretty. I'm going to show you up close to all. It's got beading all around the edge of the collar. I don't know if you can see that. This is made by our tailors in Vietnam. They're really talented with beading and embroidery. And this is a polyester, but it's not hot. It's really, really super, super soft. Polyester used to be something everybody hated, but polyester can be very nice sometimes because it's stretchy and can be very flattering on. I like this to travel with black pants. The ones that I have here are a great travel pant. So this is the Paisley knit tunic. Is that right, Chloe? The Paisley knit tunic made by our own tailors. And then these are some of our favorite leggings. This is the Mono B, and it's called Textured Lines legging, jacquard legging. So it's like two-tone fabric. It's really nice. These do fit true to size. I wear them in a size small. I've had my original pair for years. I really like these, and this would be another great outfit to wear on the airplane, especially for ladies in my kind of age group. You know, I'm not going to wear certain things at 20 years, or Chloe would wear some things we might. Anyway, so these are the Mono B textured lined leggings because they have like a vertical line going through them, and they come small, medium, and large. I don't have plus sizes in these, but I can try to get them someday. Some companies don't make plus sizes. We do make up to 2X and 3X. It just depends on the need. I have a lot of people asking for the plus sizes, and we're working on that. And I've had also clients asking for extra small, so we are working on that too.
Mom, can you play an instrument?
No. Why? I can't sing either. I can't sing, but I will tell you, if you give me a moment, at times I can be very funny. I'm like a natural born. My son is a comedian, and I don't try to be funny, but I'm just kind of funny like I Love Lucy. You never know what kind of trouble you might get around me. I've been in trouble too, let me tell you.
Yeah, you should have heard the censoring I had to do earlier.
Oh, I know. I just say the wrong thing all the time, and I don't mean to say the wrong thing. That's what makes me nervous about these videos. I might blurt my mouth out into something. But you're getting the real us, and that's just how I am. I've been in trouble lots. You got in trouble with the Chinese girl at the airport.
Yeah.
Because the girl was shoving her. And, you know, Chloe likes her space. Don't get too close to her space.
Well, we were traveling, and all of the flights were canceled. And I will admit, this was in my younger days. I was hungover, and there's nothing worse than being hungover on an airplane. Oh, well, good. Well, surprise. And there just wasn't a lot of space. And this woman in front of me, who I will say was gorgeously dressed, beautiful. She had been staying at the W. Like, she just looked like so pretty. We were staying at,
in Thailand. Yeah.
And I looked like an absolute slob, and she looked really nice. And she had like beaded embellishments on her top that got stuck on my shirt. And we were literally stuck together, and she started like yelling, and it was it was awful.
Well, I'm a pretty experienced international traveler.
You're very experienced.
I'm very experienced. I was going to see Lily when Luke was going to be born, and I had like one day to get there, and I was on my way, and I get to the airport in Shanghai, and you will not believe what they did. Oh my word. All the lights were turned out, and they said, oh no, we don't process luggage. You have to go through customs and check back in. I went, what? Normally you transfer. You don't check in. We're transferring. You go in, you go to transfer, they do this stuff, you take, and then you move on. Well, there was lights were turned out. They were closing up the airport. I had to go through customs, passport control, immigration, and I have now 30 minutes to get on my flight to see my new grandson. She was in labor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting my luggage. And there was, at that other end of the airport, there were like 200 people in line for some flight, flight I was going to be on. I made no bones about it. I jumped the line. I pushed everybody out of my way because they're pushy and they will push you out of the way when you're an agent. So you better get used to it when you go there. They will push you. I said, I got to get flight, got to go, daughter, baby, got to go. And I got right to the front of the line and they glared at me, but they didn't say anything. And they checked my luggage and I got my pass and I ran through that airport. And I was the last one on and I got on through the nick. I don't know. I did it, but it was rough.
You know what's really annoying when you're flying and someone is so pushy and they chose to sit at the back of the flight, the back of the plane, and then they are being so pushy.
They do that in
well, this wasn't in this.
Well,
so
they might
when
have
I
chosen to sit back there.
no, okay, my last flight, this woman refused to sit next to the man next to her, and there was an open row at the very back of the plane, and she got into like a confrontation with the flight attendant. She had to sit in this spot because she didn't want to sit next to the man next to her. And then right as the plane lands, she runs off the plane like so rudely in front of everyone, like runs off like at the like so rudely.
That's rude.
And then we're all standing at baggage claim together.
Yep. Okay.
And we're all waiting.
This takes the cake. This just happened on my last flight. We're going in line and I'm lucky. I'm in first class. I get to board first. And there's this woman in front of us who shows her ticket. She's my age. And she's like this. Ooh, ooh. We're thinking, oh, that poor woman. She's sick. She's getting like special care to board early. So she boards before us because she's souped over and can't move. And she's dragging. I mean, she's really playing it up. Then she gets off the plane perfectly fine. Her just walks off, takes her life, not a thing wrong with her. She faked the whole thing so she could board first.
But why do they let first class people board first? They should let them board last because they're in the first part of the plane.
I don't know.
But wouldn't that make more sense?
Let them in because they want to get in and get settled. That's why. So they can get that drink. Not me because I don't drink on the plane. Anyway, I hope we didn't talk to y'all too much. I'd love to read the comments, but I can't see a lick. So
you're all good.
So, you all have sent such nice comments to me and to Chloe. I want to thank you so, so much. I'm going to get my comedy routine going on so I can be funnier next time, but I'm funny anyway, so.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining our live video. And we do this every Tuesday and Thursday, normally at 2:00, but sometimes later in the day.
Yeah, because we're running a business. We are not just, but if you don't like this format of us talking a little bit first, just let us know. We'll think about it. We just don't want to always just be showing our clothes. That's our main business, of course, but we like to do a little talking and chatting with you all too. So thank you.
Okay. And have a great day.
See you Thursday. Subscribe, and thumbs up.